what is your favorite Bush League restaurant?
I mean, so from the South, from Alabama, so Waffle House is always is going to be in the top. Is
Well,
what
that's
we're
the
gonna put
OG.
a.
I was thinking more along the lines of like it's more of a guilty pleasure. Like I know they don't exist, but folks,
Who?
holy folks.
Never heard of
All
it.
right, it was also I don't want to say this part, but in the '90s before they changed it to just folks, it was Po Folks, PO apostrophe folks, and it was basically like your Southern Comfort Cracker Barrel food, but cheaper. Yeah. I can't believe you've never heard of that.
Never
That's
heard of
that
that.
must be a Georgia thing. I don't
It's
know.
gotta be.
That's
I don't think that made it
I,
across the border.
I don't understand how. All right, what about Black Eyed Peas?
The food.
The food, not the band.
I
Or I
love
guess it's Black Eyed Pea.
Well, yeah, it depends. I mean, I picked Black Eyed Peas like when I was a kid.
I mean the motherfucking restaurant.
Oh, the restaurant, bro. I didn't even know that was a place until I moved to Colorado, and I was like, "What is this? What's it called?"
Southern Comfort food.
No, bro. Cultural appropriation.
Yes. They're like
I was
that's
like, what the? I never heard of it. I never. And then
you must have lived in a really nice area of Alabama cuz I literally I had
no,
a
bro.
Waffle House across from a Waffle King, across from a Po Folks, across
Hmm.
from a Checkers, and I'm not going to disparage the Checkers name. It's amazing.
Oh, I love Checkers.
Yeah,
No, bro.
we talked about this
We
last
just
week,
never
and
had
you
a
got
po
me.
folks. That's gotta be Georgia.
Yeah, I
We
drove
had a Waffle King right across from the Waffle House. We had
the Waffle
bro.
King. Oh man, wow. Well, anyways,
What about Huddle House? You
Huddle
remember
House.
Huddle House?
Yes, we had Huddle House for
Where
sure.
you could get like pancakes, waffles, and cheese sticks
Yeah,
and wings in a
all
cheesesteak.
smashed together, just
Yeah.
like this is your sandwich now. Enjoy your heart attack.
Oh man.
All right, I like this game. Favorite fast food pizza buffet chain?
CC's.
Stevie
That's
B's.
Stevie B's was alright. We had one of those, but nothing touches CC's, dog.
I would agree with you usually on this, but we had a Stevie B's that opened up like 2 years after our first CC's, and I got to say the ice cream was so much fucking better. The soft serve, yeah.
grown ass man.
I was not a
Oh
grown ass
my
man at the
God.
time. I
They
was.
don't even have the macaroni and cheese pizza at Stevie B's.
That's disgusting. They have
They ain't even got the chicken bacon ranch pizza.
they've got the scalloped
They ain't even
potatoes
got
at
the,
Stevie
They ain't even got
B's.
the barbecue chicken cheddar cheese pizza at Stevie B's, bro. I know. See, you're not gonna. No, bro. They ain't even got the caramel. Man, come on, man. CC's all day. Stevie B's, get out of here.
I just don't think you like Stevie's name. I think you don't like bees.
I support women. CC's.
CC's named after a dude. CC Sabathia's Pizza.
That
Oh,
is not
I just
his
fucked his
pizza. That
brain.
is
Oh, I
not
just
his
blew his
pizza.
brain.
You were so
he's
stupid.
Like, he's like, wait,
CC
shit, that might be
Sabathia
that
wasn't
might
even-
be his
No,
brain. I don't
not
know.
even, bro. Not even. I
We
was
got to
like,
get cameras on here ASAP.
golly, CC Sabathia. Oh my God, he played for the Yankees, didn't he?
He did. He's
Yeah.
a closer, I believe, or a star. Whatever. He's a pitcher.
He's not even in the league anymore. I'm pretty
No,
sure.
he's not. That he retired so he could open up a pizza chain.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so do you have anything you want to talk about in particular?
I mean, what do we? I mean, dude, there's all kinds of particulars to particulate.
What's on your mind, dude? You know, for me, I got a lot to talk about, but I talk a lot, so I would just like to listen today. I'm just kidding. I do have a story later.
Oh man, I don't know.
Okay, let me ask some
You
rapid
just-
fire questions.
Yeah, you set them up. I'll knock them down
How many fights did you get into on the playground?
on the playground.
Yeah.
Mm. Like outside of school, I got into a couple, a few, as a kid growing up, but they were like with the friends, the homies.
Okay,
We
yeah.
got, those like somebody tackles somebody does something in the game and we get heated
They get
and we
a little
start shoving.
competitive.
But like I didn't really start fighting like until I was like in middle school, high school, and then it was like in the
When you had the size
football
advantage on
locker
everybody.
room. No, not even, dude. It was just I don't know, man. I was never a big fighter, but as I got older, I realized I had to defend myself. I wasn't going to get walked over. You know, I was a big kid, so I was made fun of that, and I was seen as like a softie. But as I got older, I was like, I'm not letting this shit slide.
Like a big dancing bear.
And yeah, dude, I had to start, holding my ground, and I got in more fights like actual like school, football locker room, football field, but not the playground. Growing up, I was no, dude, I was just trying to have fun on the playground, bro.
All right. Favorite book series you read as a child?
Junie B. Jones.
Okay, all right.
100%.
I never read any of those.
Bro, I was reading Junie. I started reading. I was like 6 years old, and I read it for a few years. I read like every single Junie B. Jones book. I love Junie B. Jones. I have a few, dude. I used to read a lot.
I did too. I was a fucking book nerd. The Magic Treehouse series.
Magic Tree. Yeah.
Animorphs. I was big into Animorphs.
I wasn't big into Animorphs. Magic Treehouse. I was. Do you remember?
Captain Underpants.
Captain Underpants.
Yeah.
I had every single one of those.
Yeah.
I had all the the Judy Blooms.
1984.
Yeah. Middle school. Like when I got in middle school, I was reading 1984.
Did they ever make you read The Giver?
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah.
That was like 8th grade.
I read that in one night, like in 2 hours, which was weird because usually I take my time. But I was like, I still have no idea I don't know what I was gonna say. I fucked that up. Hey, cut that, please.
Editor.
I did have one thing I wanted to go back to because you said, you had to grow up and defend yourself. I had a buddy this weekend. He was saying, he's the same dude I was talking to you about earlier. He was saying, like, in regards to some of our conversations about, like, dude, if I'm walking down the street and my girl's with me and some homeless dude or whatever calls my girlfriend a cunt, I'm just like, let's just keep moving. He said, I am not going to defend your honor. And I was like, why not? I think that'd be fun. I mean, I've never been in a fight, but if someone calls my girl a cunt as they're walking by, I don't know, man. I'd probably take a swing.
I mean, it's I I don't know. It all depends on the situation, but I would not ever openly be like, yeah, nah, like.
I mean, listen.
If it's some homeless dude that's obviously off his fucking rocker, I'm gonna keep going because there's other issues at play that are past me and mine. Like, nah, bro, I'm gonna keep going. But if it's someone that is like they know what they're doing, you know what I'm saying? They're like looking and they're trying to get a rise. I'm not gonna give them a rise, but it'll be like, yo, dude. Also, at the same time, people don't do that to me.
Yeah, I wonder why. People would do that to me, but people at the same time, people don't respect the 5'10", 160-pound little white dude with a dad bod.
You're gonna smile more.
Oh, that makes you more, honey. You just need to smile more.
Show more teeth.
Hey, that's aggression in the animal world. Okay, why do you think the people in the 1800s never smiled? Because they're animals.
No,
they didn't have fucking electricity.
Because they didn't have dentists, and they were brushing their teeth with fucking roots and sticks.
I think this mud's gonna work. Promise.
That's why they didn't fucking smile. Dude, you know George Washington? His teeth weren't actually wood. He only had a couple wood ones. The rest of them were his slaves' teeth.
Yes, I did.
Teeth, bro.
That's fucked up. First and foremost. Secondly, like, how do you think in the 1700s? Like, how's that okay? Even in the 1700s, you're like, man, my molar is just really hurting. Excuse me, sir, can I have yours, please? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm having yours. Thank you. God, I fucking hate people. Oh no, Jordan's going on his liberal rant again. Yeah, why can't we all be equal?
That's the only reason I brought that up. I just wanted you to.
Just wanted me to get hot. I'm already hot enough, dude. We're gonna talk about me for a second.
Okay. Go ahead.
2 things. TSA PreCheck is a fucking scam, and boomers suck, and these weave together. Mainly, I was at a bachelor party last weekend, and every single boomer that would come up to us and be like, "Oh, you're in a bachelor party, huh, cool." Man or woman, doesn't matter. Anybody over their 50s. We would always ask them, we'd say, "Hey, can you give us some advice, please?" And be like, "I don't know. I've been divorced 2-3 times," and walk away. And then we'd have like a group of younger folks come up, like our age. They'd be like, "Hey, congratulations, you're getting married." Be like, "Do you have any advice for us?" Be like, "You probably need to be open communicators and, just be honest with each other and have a partner for life." And I'm just like, well, at least the boomers didn't traumatize us that much. We kind of learned. Every single one, dude. And maybe it's just the South. Like, maybe it's just the South, and they're just all like, I don't know, swingers. This is really going off the rails. This is bad. I don't. But anyways, TSA PreCheck's a fucking scam. Do you know what they're doing? I know you've never flown, right?
No.
So let me explain this to you as someone who has never experienced this. 5 years ago, all pre-pandemic, there's TSA PreCheck was like up and coming, like, oh, it's expedited. We've already scanned all your biometrics and we know exactly where you're going, and you've passed our background check, so go ahead and you don't have to take your shoes off. Well, in the regular security, you have to take your shoes off, your belt off. If you're wearing like a stupid like sweater or anything like that, everything has to come off. And so lots of people started signing up for TSA PreCheck. I fly frequently because I have selfish fucking friends who like to get married. And just kidding. Shout out Martin. Congratulations this weekend. When is this airing? No. So what's slowly but surely been happening at airports is they've completely segregated the general security from the TSA PreCheck security. And on top of that, they added an additional thing called Clear, which is the expedited TSA PreCheck. So this is what happens now. You go to the general, you literally, as you're walking through the airport, you pass the general security, and you're like, oh, that line's not bad. Mm-hmm. You go all the way across to the other side of the airport, and it is almost wrapped to the general security. And you're like, why is this happening? So now what I'm doing is I'm just going through general security because it's quicker and whatever. I have to take my shoes off. I don't care. Again, this landed about as well as I, the plane that I just came in on. Help. Help me. So, anyways, it took me 30 minutes to get through a TSA PreCheck, and I know this sounds like, oh my God, 30 fucking minutes. I was hungover, and this was in Atlanta. I just wanted to eat at the Varsity, and they had a little Varsity in the airport. I had mapped it out. I had gotten there an hour early. I was ready to fucking go. 30 minutes through TSA security, PreCheck. They made me pass by all the general security. The line, maybe a fifth less than what we had to go through. I'm not going to rest until we break this. It's a goddamn scam, man. All right? So if you're listening, which I know you're not, don't sign up for TSA PreCheck. Just don't. They're doing facial recognition now too. Like, they don't even ask for my boarding pass. Wait. They just scan my ID.
Don't you have to do TSA regardless to get on the plane?
Right, but there's this like, now how everything is like, oh, upgrade, premium, blah, blah, blah. So there's TSA regular, that's the general security, and then TSA PreCheck, which is just like, you got pre-scanned, and you don't have to take your shoes off because we know you're not a terrorist hiding any shoes in your bombs in your shoes.
But the line still is long and still takes just as...
It takes longer now than general security. Thank you for helping me break that down, because I go on these rants. I'm so steamed about this. It's just like... And I know that's an amazing thing to just complain about, but it's hard on these streets, man.
In these skies.
It's hard in these skies. I'm just trying to fly. And airplanes have gotten smaller. I have not gotten bigger, but airplanes have gotten smaller. And I used to be able to comfortably, like, if I had an aisle seat, I wouldn't get my elbows or shoulders jammed, and I'd still be within both armrests, like sitting like a little bitch.
Do you think that the planes are getting smaller, or they're just they've added more seats, and they're like everything's more compact inside the plane.
Everything's more compact on the plane because they're these airlines are trying to squeeze out every dollar,
Yeah.
and listen, I really love that my wife books my tickets for me because I would not fly to half the places if I had to book my own plane tickets. But I think sometimes she's mad at me when I travel because she's like, "You're sitting in the back, 35A, next to all the babies and the larger people who are flying back to Atlanta to eat at Golden Corral."
I saw my first Golden Corral out here. It's somewhere like in Thornton.
Oh, dude, there's one in Aurora as well.
Okay.
We should, and it's new. We should hit that up.
We should.
I in college we used to do Golden Corral Tuesdays. So like we just save up. We have no money. We just save up all week, and that'd be like our one meal. We'd be like, "Oh, the mac and cheese is so good. Hey, they're getting surf and turf today."
Yo, do you remember the Ryans? Do you remember Ryan's buffet?
Ryan's was yes, I do so much that I used to love Ryan's and Golden Corral that 2 years in a row I went to Ryan's for my birthday and then Golden Corral's for my birthday. And we had at Golden Corral's once we had the server, quote unquote, the guy was just like, "Hey, do you need more water?"
Yeah.
He's like, he sang "Happy Birthday," and he was really good. We're like, "What are you doing, man?" He's like, you should be you should be famous."
He's like, "Yeah, I have bills.
Yeah.
I have student loan debt to pay off." Dude, what about Piccadilly?
Yes. Oh my God, Piccadilly, like the cafeteria style trays and shit.
Yeah.
Yes, dude.
We go there after church.
Okay.
Oh, so many Sundays.
We would always do like a Mexican restaurant after church.
We would, yeah.
Like La Paria. They're
Yeah.
all the
We always switched
same
it up,
names,
too.
different chains.
But we always switched it up. But Piccadilly was a
It's the best bang for your buck.
Yeah.
Piccadilly is like on par with Po Folks.
okay.
But Po Folks is more of like the Cracker Barrel style.
Okay.
Like choose your 5 vegetable plate. With fried catfish. And I'm like, hell yes. I have had rainbow trout at Cracker Barrel once, and I'm not gonna lie, it was better than I thought it was gonna be. I was very nervous.
Trout at Cracker Barrel?
Yes, I was desperate.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I
I've
don't know
never
how I feel
seen
about saying that out loud.
Trout and Cracker Barrel.
It was just outside of Chattanooga, like right on the Tennessee River. So I felt a little bit better, even though I'm like, they definitely didn't catch it here. There's definitely no trout besides like polluted 3-eyed trout in this river.
I was like, bro, the Tennessee. I don't even know about eating catfish after that.
My dad lives in Tennessee, and he goes catfishing. Like, he doesn't spelunk or whatever the fuck it's called, but he'll just send me random pictures. I won't talk to him for like 6 months, and he'll just send me a text of like 18 catfish just on his dock.
Yeah.
Like, we had good weather today, Jordan.
Yeah, Tennessee actually. Their part of Tennessee is known as some of the best like catfishing, catfishing.
Yeah, I know. That's why
they have some of the biggest catfish.
Never mind.
In Tennessee.
I didn't. I was gonna say that's why I can't go back. Last time I got catfish today, it was in Nashville. You should have seen him. It's a dancing bear.
It was a big one.
It was a big one.
Oh my god.
Okay, what restaurant did you think was super fancy when you grew up, only to realize like, oh, it's not that good?
Oh man. Oh man, there's a list, bro. A list. Let's see.
Well, we have time.
Like super fancy. Realize it's not that. I mean, when I was a kid, bro, like Olive Garden, Red Lobster.
Those were the top two.
Those restaurants were like, oh my gosh, the Italian. You saw the commercials, Red Lobster. They had the
cheese biscuits.
The cheddar bay biscuits, and then the all you can eat shrimp, and like it was like I don't know that those were like, if we ever got to go to those places, I was like, oh dude,
whose birthday is it?
Yeah, it was someone's birthday, dude. Like, and then I got older. And we had a Ruth's Chris.
Okay.
With the Westin come in town, built, and then the Ruth's Chris got built there, and that's when I was like, oh, this is
what steak is supposed to be. Wow.
Yeah, I had an aunt and uncle, and they took me once. I didn't know. I remember I got like shrimp and grits because I was like 12.
Okay.
12.
Dude.
I didn't know what to fucking do, dude. I was just like, what is
Do you
this?
guys have any
dude?
chicken tenders?
Right? Yeah. I was like, what? Like, I remember looking at the menu, looking at the prices, and just my mouth being like, I was like, what the heck? Looking up at my aunt and uncle, like, y'all don't see these prices? Y'all about to pay this?
Are you sure?
Yeah. Oh man.
I always for me it was always Outback Steakhouse. The bloomin' onions. I always thought I was like, this is a special. This is a once a year treat.
That's
And then
funny.
like as I got older, I looked at the bill. I'm like, 45 for 4 people. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
For USDA, prime D steak, I'll take it.
Yeah. Oh, and like, what's that one place? Bonefish Grill.
Yes, Bonefish Grill.
That was super fancy.
I took a girl out on a date there once, and I was like, I'm a fucking high roller. But this was in Virginia Beach, and that was just like a very dark time for me.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Virginia Beach.
Virginia Beach is the worst place in the world. I like, put it up to like whatever you think is the worst place in the world, and Virginia Beach is going to be up there with like Daytona Beach.
Damn, I've never been to Daytona Beach.
Good. Dude, it's bad. I had a girlfriend in college. She was a competitive cheerleader, not like the ooh yay football, but like the bass.
Yeah.
And they made nationals a few times. So me and my best friend we'd drive down there to see him. And also my one of my cousins, she was in dance down in Valdosta State, and so like I got to see her one time, which was cool. But random, I don't know. Yeah, so we went down to Daytona Beach twice, and the first time I was like, I don't like this city. And the second time I was like, I'm never coming back to this fucking hellhole. It's just rednecks, mullets. One thing you'll learn about me is I hate white trash. I hate all trash, but I especially hate white trash. And Daytona Beach is trailer park white trash. I don't care if you are a NASCAR fan. I don't care if your grandma discovered Daytona Beach. Do better. I came in hot today.
Damn. Okay.
But Virginia Beach is worse
Yeah.
somehow.
Okay.
Sorry, where were we?
There's 2 beaches that you are not allowed to ever go to now. What's this?
Oh darn,
Dude, that's wild.
I'm more of a mountain guy myself. Isolation, no breathing.
Isolation, no breathing.
All right, can I tell you a thought I had? And this is bad, but I just need to get this out. I celebrated when Dianne Feinstein died.
Who?
Do you know? Oh, Dianne Feinstein. Let me get a little political here. She was a 90-year-old senator from California. She had been in office for longer than I think both of us combined have lived, and she was literally on her deathbed voting, and she died. So I'm not going to tell this story because it's just going to get worse from here, and I'll tell you off air. But it doesn't.
What?
Well, here's my thought process. I know we're going to cut this.
What was she voting on?
Well, whatever her staff told her. There's literally a video where she's just like looking out, like she was the first Mitch McConnell,
Oh.
So like she was just looking out, like she had to get wheelchaired everywhere, and they had her on a hot mic. They're like, all right, so and so, cast your vote, and she goes, what are we voting for? And her staff goes, just say yes.
Ooh.
We got some old problems.
Yeah, dude. I'm not surprised. I mean, that's one of the reasons we're not getting any real progression from any actual policy making or lawmaking that's going on. It's
Speak the truth, brother. Hey, nope, not a lot of people know this, but Big Mike's going to be launching his political campaign here, starting in 2024. I am going to be rooting for him on the sidelines and casting my vote. Just kidding, I don't vote.
Yeah, I'll be running on the basis of policies of barbecue and blunts.
You know what? That would play in Denver. I think
Hey.
you could at least get a city council spot or like a school board council spot. Hey, all DPS kids, blunts and barbecue. Because y'all need to chill.
Wait, the kid? No, not the kids. No, I'm not. I do not endorse the drugs to the kids at all.
Why?
Some of y'all parents need to smoke a blunt and chill the fuck out though.
I'm starting an initiative with that,
Shit.
but also I'm like really nervous to tell other parents at my kid's school that I'm a cool parent. You know, everybody seems pretty cool there, but like, yeah, like they know, they can just see it on my face and smell it on me, but like I don't say. They're like, okay, this guy's cool. They're like, Teddy, why do you smell like a skunk today? Daddy was hotboxing. I do not do drugs in front of my children or around my children.
Just around the corner.
Just around the corner, because I live pretty close.
CPS.
Yeah, well. Please? No.
Oh, no.
Nah, man, it's... This
Yeah.
episode is going to be one of our best.
Yeah, it's the second one.
It can only go. Can I just say, our fucking first show, we had like a whole schedule planned, and I thought I was like ready to go, but we didn't. We got here at what, like 10:30. We didn't start. We didn't start recording until 1.
Yeah.
You want to talk about Bush League? I went to an O'Reilly's to try and find a USB-C adapter.
We stopped at like 4 different places. Yeah, the O'Reillys. It was just like we were desperate at that point. Like maybe it's in there.
Do you guys think you have? They're like, what? This is a car shop, you idiot. You have to be so rude.
I was really surprised when I didn't have them at Walmart though. That was.
I wasn't.
Yo.
I hate Walmart. I think Walmart is just like, my goal when I was in college. My goal was like, I want to make enough money one day to where my kids are like, Dad, what's Walmart? And I'm like, you don't have anything to worry about. Don't worry about it, kid.
Damn.
I know. I'm like, we're a Target family. I mean, look at us.
Oh my gosh.
Every time my wife's like, hey, can you go to Target? I'm wearing a red shirt. It's. I always get asked, excuse me, why are you here?
Sir, we have can you help us stock these bath towels?
Yes, what are these? 500 cotton? Or whatever? Quill?
You just
Egyptian?
walk from department to department. Sir, what aisle is the hand soap? This actually happened to me. I was looking for hand soap the other day. It was for work. And the first girl, she's like, she has to like go and Google. She's like, we're in the section, and she has to go Google it on her phone of what section it is. I guess the app, or whatever. And she tells me, I go and find it. And she was like, oh yeah, it's like at the end of it, it's like a G24 or G34, 35. And I'm like, okay. So I'm walking down the aisle and I'm getting it. It's going up. Every single aisle is going up. And I get to the end. It's G33. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I get to the end of it. And then there's G34 on one end. And I'm like, I'm looking for G35. And I'm at the end of the row. So I'm looking around like an idiot for a few minutes, like, what the heck? And then I go and ask someone else, and they're like, yeah, dude, it's in the same, like, they had no idea. I'm like, oh my God. And so I'm just walking, and I'm literally just looking at everything on the shelves, and then I find it, and it's like in the middle of this G34 row. Like, it was so stupid. I was so mad. I just stood there for a second. I'm like, it's not even a row. Like, there's not even like she's like G35, and it's literally like part of this.
Can you tell me what constitutes a row in Target's?
Bro, I don't know. I hate Target. That's why I don't like it.
Target?
Walmart, yeah, Target. I just don't like. I don't like going to grocery stores.
I hate going to grocery stores.
I don't like.
I did have a thought though, and I think we could pull this off because Target, they don't have actual like Target shirts anymore. They're just like, wear your shade of red. So we could just show up, get a name tag. I'll get the name tags. Don't worry. And work the outside order, and we just, we see something we like, we just say, I'm going to put that on my Amazon wish list.
I thought the first thing about it is like take.
Well, yeah, no, I was
like,
definitely going to steal it.
Admitting this on the. Oh, okay. Well, we're not recording that. We're going to edit that out.
It's okay. I can say these things. Remember, I don't mean anything I say.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Speaking of grocery stores. Bush League grocery stores. Now, this is going to be regional, and a lot of people probably won't get this.
Yeah.
But Ingles,
Never heard of it.
you've never heard of Ingles.
Mm-mm.
All right, the Food Lion.
Yeah,
We have Food Lion out here, don't we?
Food Lion I knew about it in Ohio. That's where I found out about Food Lion. We had like Food World
Food World.
or Bruno's.
Bruno's.
Yeah, we had
Dude,
Bruno's.
I didn't know Mars had a whole like grocery chain. That's amazing.
Who?
Bruno Mars. I would touch a
Oh my god. Oh.
This episode is brought to you by
I need a soundboard.
Dad
so I can-
Jokes. Boing.
Yeah. So I can get a wah wah wah.
I think we
Face
just
ass.
need to do like recordings of just like no, stop. And every time I do it, we just for 30 seconds, it's just no, don't. This is more like just stream of consciousness.
Yeah.
So,
We were sitting at 35 minutes.
I got another like 2 hours. What about you?
Oh god.
Okay, so the Piggly Wiggly.
Pig. The
Yeah,
pig,
big on the
yeah.
pig.
The pig.
I never
dude,
thought the pig was bush league. I thought it was in its own little like, you know.
Dude, the pig is no. It's I know it at least in Alabama, like in all those small towns where there's nothing, like Greensboro, Alabama, where my dad grew up, where I spent most of my summers. The Piggly Wiggly was the main grocery store. There was a CVS and another little one called Fuller Supermarket, which was just a local.
Mm-hmm.
But the pig was my cousin. I'm pretty sure he still works. He worked for the pig like since I was a kid.
Do you
And,
think they do Piggly pensions?
I mean,
You've worked here for 35 years. Thank you for your career.
shit. I think so. I hope so. I need to ask him about that because he's been there for
For a hot minute.
a hot minute,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, the Piggly Wiggly, like that's where you can get like every flavor of Faygo in like a 24 pack.
Oh man, I hadn't heard of Faygo in a hot minute. Do they still? Or can
can
I
find
still get a
them.
Faygo?
Yeah.
Like I have to go to like some weird crickety
Yeah.
Circle K or
Like,
something. Yeah.
It's well, I didn't see any Faygos out here till there was a smoke shop in Boulder that I'd go to, and they had a refrigerator. Like it was dope. They had one of the coolest dope smoke shops I've been to. It's called Lazy J's. I don't know if it's still there, but they had anything and everything you needed. Like everything. It wasn't the biggest smoke shop, but they had everything. And then they had like a cooler of like just dope sodas and drinks, and then they had like 8 flavors of Faygo. Just randomly, I was like, "Yo, what the heck?" And they're like, "Yeah, dude, people love the Faygo," and I'm like, "Ow!" And then this corner store over by my apartments. Only 2 places I've
Yep.
seen Faygo at.
Did they have Surge by chance?
You know what? They did have Surge at
Oh my
the smoke shop.
God.
In the smoke shop, they had the
Lazy
Surge.
J's?
Yeah, Lazy J's. They did.
We're going
have
on an
Surge.
adventure.
They did have a Surge. I can't drink Surge. Whenever it was my sister's like second year birthday party. I was about 5 or 6, and my parents got Surge for the party. Like, a couple
Did
days
they
later.
understand what was going to happen?
They found out that night. I drank probably 3 or 4 that day, and I couldn't go to sleep that night. I was just sitting in my bed, and I was like, I can't go to sleep, and I was shaking, and I was like with them, and they were so mad. They're like, "You're never drinking." I wasn't allowed to drink caffeine for a long time. Like, became like really sensitive to caffeine, like because I wasn't able to drink it.
Right.
For a
So every
while.
time you had it, you're like, oh my God.
Yeah, and that shit messed me up. I mean, to this day, like, yeah, like the coffee, I'm like, I get talkative, I get going if I have like too much at one time. Oh, I'm not sitting. Some people, they're just, oh yeah, they're awake. No, I'm like,
All right, I'm bringing you coffee next
Yeah,
time. I'm
dude,
going to do like
bro.
double shot espresso.
I hate it because I get all hot and sweaty.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You have to take off
It's-
like layers of clothes at that
yeah,
point.
bro.
You're
I'm like, it affects me. Like this one cup of coffee right now. I mean, my stomach has kind of been.
my stomach's been turning.
How much longer are we doing?
I mean, we can take a break because we actually did not introduce ourselves.
That's true. Yeah, let's do that.
All right, we're going to take a quick break and we will be right back.